done at that point.
No, what would you guys would have done?
Comment below.
She's not angry at all about this. Doesn't care that much.
Oh, she's so annoying. I hate Emily. Hey guys, welcome to More Salsa. I'm Alana.
I'm Kyle.
And we are here to bring you a debate. We are going to be bringing you a few videos of different debates because we have a lot of different opinions on Friends, characters, episodes, and situations.
Yeah, see, I thought it was just a small debate. Then I heard you talk about what we're going to talk about is Emily and your hatred.
I hate Emily.
It's more than a debate. This is more of a rant.
I hate Emily.
So tell me, Alana, what's your feelings about Emily?
I hate Emily.
Go ahead.
I think you all, and the thing is, I would guarantee you everybody who's watching this would agree with me.
Okay.
No one likes Emily. Tried to break up the group, and she tried to make it so Ross can never see Rachel again. The moment she walked in, when she got off the plane from JFK, she starts bagging on JFK, and she's soaking wet. Yes, she was an awful president. It was a bad apartment, whatever. She didn't even let Rachel finish her sentence as to Rachel explaining why she couldn't go to the... It's awful from the beginning till awful. You go.
Yeah. So how do you really feel about Emily?
I hate Emily.
All right, so I agree with you to an extent. So, for example, the beginning, I don't blame her as much because we've all had bad days. Have you never, gone off,
No, I'm not giving her the benefit of the doubt for a bad day.
I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt.
First impressions are the most important impressions, and she gave a terrible first impression, not only to friends, Monica, Rachel, Phoebe, Joey, Chandler, Ross, but to America of friends.
All right, but I can agree with a few things. So, for example, I think it was a mistake of getting married so soon, as Joey said.
You're not going to like
this.
You want my advice?
Yes, please.
You're not gonna like it.
That's okay.
You got married too fast.
That's not advice.
I told you.
You're not going to like it.
Yeah, they got married too fast, and it was really unhealthy. If you remember when they started dating. For Ross to get an earring, to play rugby.
That's the other thing. Ross changed so much for her when they were dating. So much to where he didn't have to. There's no reason for him to make all these changes and all these sacrifices.
And that's what I agree with. I think unhealthy. Ride it back.
Earring. Oh, David Bowie. Who am I? David Bowie.
I think a healthy relationship is when you do change in a healthy manner and you're trying to help each other grow. He was just doing random things to try to impress Emily.
And she didn't stop him. She should have said, you don't need to change. I love you the way that you are.
So,
she didn't.
But they get married, right? And this is where I start disagreeing with, obviously, you. You have a huge opinion.
Okay, the other thing is they almost didn't get married and they were going to put it off, which I am totally on Ross's side. When the wedding venue...
Oh, really? I thought you'd be on the other side.
No, the wedding venue was... They tore it down, the church, early. Ross made a great point. They had family and friends fly in. Yeah. She just has such a negative opinion on things. She doesn't try to make it great. She doesn't think of the glass half full. She's so negative and she's so just cutthroat about it. And they were gonna put off the wedding for months.
She's a very A-type personality.
But Ross was the one who made it. He gave her examples of, look how great this could be, and let's do this. And she's like, oh, okay, because I'm so negative and mean, someone else has to point this out to me on how great this can be. It's true.
Those are actually the small things I actually like about Ross. He does stupid stuff throughout all 10 seasons. Mm-hmm. But then with Rachel, and in this case with Emily, he does these really cool romantic things.
That's why I picked him to be my husband.
Yeah, it's so strange. I don't agree with that. And Emily wasn't super mean about it. She compromised, and she's like, you know what? Yes, let's do this together. Mm-hmm. I think it's okay for both people to be irrational at times, but that's what marriage is. You come together, compromise, and move forward. I don't think it's okay to say the wrong name. That
was the worst thing Ross could
I actually don't even think that was the worst thing, all right? I think that saying the wrong name, that's a big deal, right? That's going to be something, and they keep bringing that up. What was worse to me was, why was Rachel with Ross at the terminal in the airport waiting for Emily?
Yeah.
That was it's the fourth quarter.
But
right?
Look at that. That was just really bad timing. Ross didn't invite Rachel over.
That's my point. Why was Rachel there? At the terminal?
Well, she was trying to find a flight to get out.
Why? Why was she leaving?
She was trying to go back to New York and she couldn't find a flight because she didn't.
Oh, they're in London. That's right.
Planned for her.
That's right.
So Ross, he's just being nice to Rachel. He's just being nice to her friend, his friend who is there at the airport trying to find a flight out.
No, that's different. It's not just a friend. It's not like, hey, my buddy's coming over, that type of thing.
But it is for them now. They went, yes, they have history.
He invited his wife to prove, I don't love Rachel. If my ex-girlfriend is coming to comfort me and it's the fourth quarter, there's 3 seconds left on the clock, I am saying, no, get out, get out.
I don't agree that Ross to invite Rachel on their honeymoon. That was
super weird, right?
awful. That was just like strike 3 for Ross.
Yeah, and so when Emily walks in and sees Rachel taking the ticket to go on the honeymoon with her, what is Emily supposed to do?
She runs away. That's the other thing that ticks me off. Emily's running away. Why is she running away? Face your freaking problems. You're the one who rushed into this marriage. You have to deal with it too. Stop hiding. Ross is calling every family member, everything, sending roses and this and that, and she's not doing anything. If she doesn't want to be with him, then cut him loose. Don't just ignore him and not talk to him. Do something about it.
So this topic doesn't affect, you don't care that much about the topic.
I hate Emily.
I think at that point after the terminal, she should be like, all right, we're done. That's it. And she kind of did that, but she was still hoping for something.
She ran away.
I think in the moment, it's okay to run away there. It was kind of the message, we're done by running away. I don't think that was that big of a deal. I think what was worse is that she kept holding on to Ross. And to have the thing that everyone hated Emily about saying, you can't see Rachel again, she was very in the right to say that. It's an ex-girlfriend. Right. We know them as a family and as a group, and that's awful. But it's her husband. She is trying to save this marriage one last time. Now, that's for me is why Emily gets a bad rap. I don't think she deserves as much hatred as everyone hated Emily. Ross did so many dumb things. Why do we not hate Ross?
Because it's Ross. He is part of the Friends. And yes, he did do a lot of dumb things.
Ross did worse things than Emily did. In the whole relationship, Ross did worse things.
But Ross also made the most sacrifices for Emily.
No, Emily was moving from another country.
And she wasn't willing to be in this marriage. She wasn't willing to put in the effort. She just wanted to hurt him and see how much she could take away from him.
What do you mean by that?
Like, by taking Rachel away from him.
That was a very, by
making him
understandable
move to England, and obviously he couldn't because of Ben. But still,
they got an apartment.
She wasn't giving. And that he had to give up his apartment to one of her family members.
If you're doing, that's what I agree with. If you're doing that much, no, you want the marriage to end.
And we didn't even cover how he had to sell all of his stuff
because it reminded her of Rachel.
Anything that Rachel touched, saw, sat on, whatever it may be, he had to get rid of it all. This is when she needed to say, "I'm not in this. It's too much," and she's out.
Yeah, and that's what I agree with 100% too. She kept her foot in the door, right? And she stayed too long. When Ross did more worse stuff, she should have got out of the marriage. I don't think we should hate her for that.
Yes, we should.
Okay.
Yep.
But what do you guys think? What is your guys' opinion of Emily? Was she right in selling all of Rachel's stuff? Was she right in trying to keep the marriage together? What she should have done at the airport, or what should she even say I do at the marriage? That was another one. I was like, she should have just, I don't know, walked out or something.
I don't know what I would have done at that point.
No, what would you guys would have done?
Comment below.
Sorry. She's not angry at all about this. Doesn't care that much.
Oh, she's so annoying. I hate Emily. I don't know what it is. I skip those episodes when she's on. Ugh.
All right, well, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.